code KILLER20.
You've got mail.
Dinner Dash. Meals
You've got
that are
mail.
eternal.
Check in with your body.
Back to the
Observe whatever
case.
it is. Where on your body do you feel warm?
Here's Jessa
Coldness.
Lynn.
Take note
Now,
of
the
sensation of
first
fabric
thing you
against the
gotta
skin.
understand
Places where your
about
body is making
Mystic
contact
Bay
with another
is
surface,
that it's a
be it the
small
chair
town.
or the floor.
You know, real small.
Try to approach each
Itty
sensation
bitty.
with neutral
So
curiosity.
everyone knows everyone
We can use
here.
this approach with our emotional
I went to
responses as well.
school with Jared
Taking
and
note of any
Mirabelle,
feelings that arise
worked
throughout our day.
alongside them here at the park.
Confusion,
And
frustration,
Jared,
inquisitiveness.
well, I can say this,
There's
right?
no need
Because
to
I know
interrogate or
him.
interrupt these feelings.
He's
no
probably
need to
just
attach
about the
judgment.
worst
You've got
mascot
mail.
we've ever had.
We can
The only
simply
reason he
observe
kept his job is
and move
because
on.
no one else wanted to wear the
Our lives are often
costume.
fast-paced.
And when I
with many
say
screens,
he wanted to
people,
wear
and
the
responsibilities
costume,
vying
I
for our
mean
attention.
he really,
It can sometimes feel that
really,
peace is something that exists outside of our daily life.
really wanted to
But the
wear
truth
the
is that
costume.
peace is accessible.
Like,
We can carry it with
really.
us. We can tap
Like,
into a sense of peace, even when there is a
not
whirlwind
in
of
a
activity.
God-honoring
We can always
way.
observe and take note of our bodies, the ebb and flow of our breath.
Jared
We can take a
Holt
few
had
seconds
dressed
or a few
as
minutes
Wild
to
You've
Tide's
got
Water
mail.
Park's
Our hands
iconic
against the supportive
mascot,
surface.
You've got
Manny the
mail.
Manatee, since
Upgrade.
dropping
We
out
can
of
purchase
Mystic
You've
Bay
got
Hospital
mail.
in
By slowing down and observing
1999.
the sights and
His
sounds around us.
costume consisted of
By
a
approaching it,
massive
Corner
suit carved
hit.
of fleece and
Corner
fur, complete
hit.
with flippers, a floppy headpiece, and Manny's signature orange flip-flops.
Critical hit. Level
The
up.
costume weighed
Corner
in a
hit.
staggering 140 pounds and was said to have reached internal temperatures of up to 100
Critical
degrees,
hit.
310 Kelvin in the searing Florida heat.
You've got mail.
Past Manny the
You've
Manatees
got
have been
mail.
recorded passing out from the
Corner
extreme
You've got
hit.
mail.
including
Let's sit
one
for a
Manny
moment
who,
and
in
observe our natural
You've got
1973,
mail.
collapsed face first into a child's
Very good.
birthday cake,
do
and
you feel your
another
breath the
who,
most?
in 1985,
Your
Corner
energy.
hit.
in the suit
Corner
while conducting a
hit.
water safety demonstration at the
Corner
park's
hit.
wave pool.
Is your breath.
For years, Wild Tide's
There's no
water
wrong
park
way to feel your
officials
breath.
could not
Observe
find
it with
workers
curiosity.
willing to put on the
I want you
suit.
to take a moment now and
Whoa,
imagine you're
whoa,
in a
whoa,
tranquil
whoa.
place.
Change the
You've got
design?
mail.
Critical
You've got
hit.
mail.
No.
Corner hit. Corner
That
hit.
manatee suit was designed by my own daddy,
The air
Frank
is sweet.
Wild Senior
feels
Jr.
good.
Corner hit. Critical hit. Corner
Quality
hit.
at affordable prices across the continental United States of
Critical
America.
hit.
And to make a
Corner
true
hit.
man,
Critical
corner
hit. Corner hit. Critical hit.
That's the second
You've got
closest
mail.
thing
You've
I've
got
got
mail.
to
Not
it.
bad.
So no.
Corner hit. Corner hit. Corner
The suit's
hit.
too heavy or too stinky or too
Corner hit. Purchase.
But that's a personal
Unlocked.
thing.
Exhale. 1,
Man up.
3.
Corner hit. Corner hit.
Change the suit?
Corner
Hit me
hit.
with this.
You could smell the suit before you saw it. I'd say it was
Upgrade.
closest to...
Purchase.
Did you ever have a Florida
Corner
style pizza?
hit.
Well, you take a handful
Corner
of saltine
hit.
crackers and sort of
The sky
spread them out on a
can
paper
become
plate with
veil
sprayed
of cloud.
cheese, turtle jerky, and a
We can
little
look
bit of
into the
gas
still life
station
and know the
pickle,
clouds.
and a
It's
sprinkle and a
always
boiled
the
peanuts.
same blue sky
Just
above
leave it
us.
out for
It
a
will
little
always
bitty
emerge
bit,
again.
let the sunshine do
You've
its
got
magic,
mail.
and
Gently rolling across the
voila,
wide
you
expanse
got
of
yourself a meal.
Critical
Now, it's
hit.
delicious.
No
But
place to
you're
be
only
here,
smelling
but
it
right
for
here,
about a
right
mile,
now.
2 miles out of the way.
Corner
It's just
hit.
right. I
Corner
don't really
hit.
eat that sort of food, personally.
Corner
The
hit.
manatee suit smelled sort of like that.
You've
Like
got
Florida-style
mail.
pizza.
Breathe in.
Or
Corner
You've got
hit.
mail.
Despite the suit's numerous
Upgrade.
downsides,
Purchase.
one
Corner
person
hit.
more than willing to don it around the park. Jared.
Critical hit. Corner hit.
Jared.
Corner
Strayed
hit.
from the light of the Lord. I can tell you that
Listen to
much
it
for
carefully.
nothing. Tampering with the divine
Critical
design.
hit.
Had a
Critical
lot of
hit.
awe.
Corner hit. Corner hit. Corner hit. Corner
Jared
hit.
Holt at the Chipko
Peace.
County
Something
Jail.
prospect or cold.
It's a small peach-colored
Carry peace,
structure.
Corner
He's
hit.
turned spirit
Corner
animal.
hit. Corner hit. Corner hit. Critical hit.
Like funny animals, or animals with like
Corner
whatever
hit.
pops into my head.
3.
Corner
Maybe I'll
hit.
draw a manatee with big muscles and bazooka arms. Or maybe I'll feel more like drawing a bazooka that shoots out manatees with, really huge
Corner
muscles.
hit.
There's a lot of symbolism there if you think about it.
Corner, corner
Not a lot of people think about it.
Critical
I have a
hit.
really good respect
Critical
for all
hit.
sirenians.
You've
That's
got
the term
mail.
for aquatic mammals like manatees and
Corner
dugongs, by
hit.
the way. Sirenian.
Critical hit. Corner hit.
Like a siren, like a
As we
mermaid.
return to awareness.
Corner
They
hit.
sailors
Critical
invented mermaids
hit.
because they saw manatees
There
out
is
in the
chaos
water and
within.
fell in love
It
with
need
them.
not cause chaos within.
I asked Jared
always
whether his
return to your
appreciation for
Roll your
Sirenians
shoulders back
extended to
Let your
Mirabelle.
neck gently fall from
He
side
grows
to side.
quiet,
Your spine still long
sullen,
and straight.
and then
Squeeze your hands.
Mirabelle, no.
Upgrade
I don't remember that way.
purchase.
And then,
She was
Corner
pretty
got
sure.
mail.
now begin to
Long
open
pinkish
slowly,
hair,
returning to the
cross-eyed.
world at your own pace.
She was a friend to me. Nothing less, nothing more.
Achievement
After all, she was
unlocked.
the one to pull me out of that pool train.
Corner
Incident
hit.
to which Jared
Corner hit. Corner
of
hit.
2001
Unlocked.
and has since become a
Corner
local
hit.
legend
Got
around
mail.
the microscopic town of Mystic Bay.
Remember that you can return
Jared
to
holds
Corner hit. Corner hit. Corner hit. Corner hit.
fighting the miasmic
Corner
heat of June
hit. Critical
afternoon with
hit.
can after
Critical
can of
hit.
fluorescent yellow alcoholic
Critical
energy drinks.
hit.
He suffered
Corner
horrendous
hit. Corner hit. Corner hit. Corner hit. Corner critical
accompanied
hit.
by
For
several
the next
other
20 minutes, I'll be
intoxicated
guiding you
park
towards seeking
employees
peace in times of
dove
chaos.
into the
I invite
inviting,
you to find
cold-blooded
critical
waters
hit.
of
Corner
the
hit.
wave pool.
Corner hit.
Jessalyn,
Corner
like nearly
hit.
everyone else in the
I
unbelievably
invite you to
tiny
place both
town
feet
of
firmly
Mystic
on the
Bay,
ground.
has heard
If you're seated on the
every
floor
detail
or
of what
I
transpired
invite you to
that
position yourself in such
fateful
a way that you
afternoon.
feel fully grounded
The
and supported.
wave pool.
I'll
Oh,
give you
my
Corner
stars and
hit.
the
heavens.
position that's right for you.
Well, we're not supposed to be
Corner
harmonizing
hit.
with the customers,
Ready?
the park goers.
Let's begin.
That's the first thing.
You
It's
can close your
important
eyes
to
or
have
just let your vision gradually
boundaries, or
soften,
else the customers
whichever is
will
best
try
for
to
you.
get away with every
Let's start
little
by
thing,
focusing on
from
our breath.
bringing corn dogs
There may
on
be
the
other things
water
vying for your
slide to
attention.
putting their bits
Sounds,
and pieces in the
traffic.
jellyfish
Corner
tank.
hit.
And then there's the fact that
Keyboards
Manny the
ringing.
manatee should
Footsteps down the
never
hall.
be seen at a
Corner
costume.
hit.
That's the second thing. It
Critical
scares the little
hit.
children seeing a black
got
human
mail.
man
You've
wearing
got
nothing but
mail.
swim trunks and a manatee
You've
mascot
got
head.
mail.
Corner
You've
hit.
got mail.
And then, of course, there's the prophecy.
Let's breathe in for 3 counts.
You've got
That's the
mail.
third thing.
Corner
But
hit.
first,
That's good. Now hold your breath for 3 counts.
when it comes to
Corner
looking out for your
hit.
future, do you
Corner
know the trust
hit.
that
Corner
invest in
hit.
your tomorrow
Release your
today
breath on your
with
mouth.
Chipco
Critical
County Bank
hit.
and Loan?
Ready?
With Chipco County Bank and Loan, you can rest assured your money is working as hard
Very
as
good.
you are using the power of
Let's do that again.
state-certified
Corner
psychic
hit. Corner hit.
Businesses
Corner
and
hit.
planets to
Now
grow
gently breathe out
your
with a
wealth
sigh.
astronomically.
Corner
Open an
hit.
account today and
Good.
receive a complimentary framed
Focus on the
birth
breath.
chart.
How it feels. Fill in your
Aries
lungs.
in your
And how it
second
feels
house,
flowing out.
Pisces in your
Corner
third
hit.
Look forward to financial
mail.
security.
One,
And if you use
Corner
code
hit.
KILLER50 within 30 days,
Critical
you can
hit.
receive an extra $50 cash bonus
Wonderful.
just for
Now you
signing
can
up.
relax.
Critical
County
corner.
Bank.
Corner hit. Corner
Let
hit.
it pass.
And
Corner
now,
corner hit. Corner hit.
And just quietly bring your focus
Prophecy,
back to your
as
breath.
everyone
your body,
knows,
to your inner
foretells the
peace.
return of a creature
breath is your
known
critical
only
hit.
as the anomaly.
Whenever you
Its
stray
name
or become distracted,
cannot be uttered
just
by
return to your
human
breath.
tongues, and human minds cannot
Corner critical. Critical. Critical hit.
Stars for the
Follow this
flesh of
ring in your mind.
non-believers.
And moving your awareness
Every
down through the length of the
130
body,
years,
allow each
like
one to
clockwork,
Upgrade
it returns
purchase.
If you'd like, and it feels comfortable for
like
you, you can
even
tense
little
and then
kids
slowly
know
release
this, right?
each body part as you
What
step.
happens is,
Feel free
you
to
go
adjust your
into the
position as
wave
needed at
pool,
any time
you
throughout this
hold onto
meditation.
your boogie board,
If you should feel any
you hear the
discomfort,
murmurs,
Upgrade
and you
purchase.
hear those murmurs, Miss Ma'am.
You
I'll tell
got
you that
mail.
much.
Corner
You
hit.
keep
Corner
those
hit.
dang on
Ready?
murmurs.
Let's begin.
Well,
start
sure.
Corner
Yeah,
hit.
I knew about the prophecy.
As you move
But you've
down,
got to keep
you
in
can
mind,
relax your breath.
hundreds,
You've
if
got
not
mail.
tens of people
You've
go into
got
that
mail.
wave pool, and most of them come out totally fine.
You've got
so
mail.
I guess,
Allow the
I
lips to
thought
soften.
I'd be okay. And then I got stuck in the pool
Letting
train.
it float to the roof of your mouth.
Well, I mean, just
Corner
Loosening the
hit.
breath, feeling the muscles
And
around
it
your
was
face.
none other than
Taking gentle
Mirabelle
notes of where
Diaz
and
who
how you
saved
tend to
Jared
hold
from
tension.
developing the
Corner
same
hit.
pelvic
Corner
vestige
hit.
as his
We will hold
beloved
tension differently.
Sirenians.
The trick is to
she
observe
dove
the
right
Corner
into it,
critical
like a manatee
hit.
head.
replacing stiffness and tension.
Everyone else
with
just stood
softness
by
and
the edge
ease.
of the pool yelling,
We continue
prophecy,
down, spreading the throat,
prophecy.
relaxing the
Corner hit. Critical
She did
hit.
something.
Corner hit.
To Jessalyn.
your fingers.
They said he came out of that
The chest
pool
expands,
drain with a
filled with
pop.
You've got mail.
It relaxes.
Like that.
Corner hit.
And I mean,
The belly
was it a
melts.
good thing he didn't drown
You've got
Dingle
mail.
first in that cursed wave pool to feed the
thumb is
insatiable,
pulled down
horrible
towards
force
your
that
jaw with the
rules
floor.
over a universe?
Corner hit. Corner hit.
Because the
Critical
anomaly will
hit.
always get what it wants.
Very good.
Always.
Breathe in.
From that
You've
point
got
on,
mail.
Jared and Mirabelle were said to be
Corner
inseparable.
hit.
Corner
hit. Corner hit. Corner
% of sweat and
Corner hit.
At first, it was just really that I was grateful. I mean, Mirabelle wasn't ever
Critical
exactly nice
hit.
to me before that. she'd never so much as looked in my direction.
Chief.
Mermaids
Corner hit. Corner hit.
you know?
Corner
Helped
hit.
her around the park a bit, just as a thank you.
You can watch the play.
I'd wheel her
Critical
around.
hit. Critical hit.
Loved fun ones.
And soon,
Sometimes we'd play a game where she
got
pretended
mail.
to be like a seal or something, and I'd toss Funyuns into her mouth.
You've
Although
got
I
mail.
wanted to be the seal. She said
Corner
no, she was
hit.
the seal, and I couldn't have any Funyuns.
Critical hit.
But mostly we got along surprisingly great. I
Corner
drew a picture of
hit.
her as a muscly manatee with a bazooka.
Critical
She says it's
corner
dumb,
hit.
but
You've got
At
mail.
this point, Jared begins to sob.
Critical
As I give him a
hit.
moment to compose
Critical
himself, I
hit.
think about the impact Mirabelle
Observing
Diaz
whatever
had
comes up.
on such a
Where on your body do you
nano-sized
feel
town
warm?
as Mystic
Coldness.
Bay.
Take note of the
What
sensation of
is the
fabric.
girl?
Corner hit.
What value does she have beyond her
Level
first runner-up
up.
sash? Beyond her
Corner
radiant smile
hit.
and
Full
the
curiosity.
gloomy blue
Critical
mermaid
hit.
hair?
Critical
To
hit.
Frank,
Taking note of
she
anything
was a
that
pretty
arrives throughout our
face,
day.
a
You've got
moneymaker.
mail.
Perhaps not so
Frustration.
different from the orcas and the nurse
There's no
sharks.
Corner hit.
To Jessalyn,
There's no need
she
to
was a
attach
rival.
You've got
Critical
mail.
hit.
On the
You've got
horizon.
mail.
We can simply
And to
observe them.
Jared, she was part savior,
Our lives are
part
often
muse,
fast-paced.
You've got
Critical
mail.
hit.
You've got mail.
Responsibilities
things
vying for our
like
attention.
so many of
It can
his
sometimes feel
drawings.
that peace, something that
Jared
Critical
wipes
hit.
away his tears
Critical
with
critical
one hand
hit.
and continues.
Corner
She
hit.
said the drawing
Critical.
was super
Critical.
dumb.
Corner hit.
well with activity.
It hurt, I guess.
Critical
A lot.
hit.
Our bodies. The air,
But when I went to
flow
clear
of
out her
our breath.
locker,
Corner
You've
hit.
got
on the
mail.
Feeling our
slide,
feet against the floor.
I saw it.
Critical
It
hit.
was taped to the inside of her locker.
We can approach our daily
It was the
routines
only
with a
thing
sense
she
of
had
peace.
in there.
Critical hit.
Corner
Corner
hit.
hit. Critical
Jared.
hit.
You've
Corner
got
hit.
mail.
Corner
I'd find
hit.
her killer
Critical
I'd be a
hit.
detective. Like a dugong detective, a Sirenian sleuth, a manatee on the solve her murder if it was the last thing I did.
And, as it turned out, Jared
got
was
mail.
fairly adept
Corner
at uncovering
hit.
clues
Corner
and
hit.
lies.
Corner hit. Corner hit.
You've got mail.
Are you bored at
Let's sit
home,
for a moment
at
and
work,
observe our
at
natural
school,
breathing.
at a wedding? Don't worry,
Corner
because
hit.
Neal.fun has got you
Corner
covered.
hit.
With dozens of games to choose
Corner
from,
hit.
Neal.fun
Corner
is the
hit.
internet's one-stop shop for home
Corner
entertainment.
hit. Corner hit.
1 hour a day of
Corner
Neal.fun
hit.
usage has been shown to
Critical
bring about
hit.
memory
Corner
loss
hit.
and death itself in
Upgrade.
life.
Purchase.
Just 1 hour
Critical.
of
Critical
Neal.fun usage
hit.
has been shown to stop father time and prevent
Corner
aging.
hit.
Best of all,
Hit.
it's
Corner
completely
hit.
free and
Critical.
accessible right from
Critical
your browser.
hit.
No downloads required. Ask your parents for permission to log
Critical.
on.
Corner hit.
Cops arrived at the scene. I want to say like 3 hours
Critical
after, maybe
hit.
4.
Perfectly still.
Apparently, they were busy with another
Blue
murder.
sky.
Someone
Corner
had pushed a
hit.
giant bean off the top of the Wild Bean Company factory and onto an old lady.
Not bad.
She exploded like a
Critical
pinata, they
hit.
say.
Rolling through the
They found
sky.
her wig around here, actually.
Upgrade.
One of the flamingos was
Purchase.
wearing it. Yeah, but anyway, after the
Corner
cops
hit.
finally arrived and cleared away the screaming elementary school kids, they wanted to talk to
Corner
me.
hit.
They asked me if I knew anything about Mirabelle. If I knew anything about the slide. Like, yeah, of course I know Mirabelle. And of course I know about the slide.
We can observe as the sky
Look,
becomes
Mystic Bay is a
One
nanoscopic
You've
town.
got mail.
Real small.
3.
Everyone knows about the Megalodon
Corner
Megatwister.
hit.
It's the sickest slide in the whole
You've
park.
got mail.
And even in all of central southeastern Florida. That's not just a turn of phrase.
sitting in this
They
place.
go down the slide.
Corner hit. Critical hit.
Hell.
Corner
It's the
hit.
point at which two parallel universes actually meet, and all those
You've
lost
got
screaming
mail.
tourists
You've
slide
got
off to
mail.
exist alongside an alternate self in a
You've
world
got
slightly
mail.
different from our own. And some say the entire park is
Corner
actually
hit.
built on the body of the anomaly.
What sounds do you
Each
hear?
slide like an
What does
organ, a
peace
fleshy
sound like to
tube
you?
that leads straight into the being's dark,
Corner
cavernous belly.
hit.
You've got
But
mail.
here's the thing.
Corner
Shark's
hit.
mouth before.
To be able to sit here and
Mirabelle was
just
lodged
listen.
between
Level
two long
up.
fiberglass teeth. You can't
Peace
reach
is a
those
wonderful
teeth
thing,
by sliding
because we can
down.
point to us whenever we
Someone
need it.
clearly put
Peace
her
is not
there
something to be grasped at or caught.
deliberately.
Jessalyn Garcia
Critical
is also
hit.
very
You are
familiar with the
receptive. You always
slide's
welcome it with joy
unique
and
properties.
Oh, golly,
Sitting in
yeah.
peaceful
This
quiet.
was a
Corner
funny
hit.
thing, really.
Listening.
You know,
Corner
Mirabelle actually
hit.
lost her cousin Rocket on
Corner
that very
hit.
same slide. I remember, because I
Corner
was there.
hit.
We all were.
3.
A hot summer day, real hazy like. Some kids had
You've
snuck a
got
Florida-style
mail.
pita into the park, dropping saltines
You've
and
got
sprayed
mail.
cheese everywhere. A whole mix.
Focusing on your breath. The feeling
Rocky
there
was
as
up
it
at the
flows
top of the
again,
slide,
as we release
hollering
the
something
Corner.
down. Cowabunga bung holes is when I think he's
Critical
Now,
corner
because I
hit.
believe in accuracy.
Critical hit.
Just so you know.
Critical
Anyway,
hit.
so Rocky slid down the
Now,
Megalodon
should we
Mega
go to a
Twister,
way?
twisting in a mega sort of way, and
go back
yelling
one day.
all sorts of colorful
Corner
language.
hit.
And then
Corner hit. Upgrade.
You can
Purchase.
always
Critical hit. Corner
if
hit.
the anomaly wants something,
You've
no
got mail.
Corner.
You've got mail.
release.
matter what.
You've got mail. You've got mail.
Doesn't have
Corner hit. Corner hit. Critical hit.
To determine who exactly placed Mirabel Diaz
Critical
inside
hit.
Megalodon Mega Twister's twisted Megalodon Mega Mouth,
Corner
Jared had to
hit.
infiltrate the crime
Corner
scene.
hit.
I went back at night. The police had taped up the crime scene, but
Remember that you can refer to this
unfortunately,
meditation.
they had to go look into
Corner
another murder.
Corner
A chick named Margarita had ripped the face off the
Corner
sun
hit.
spinner outside the Dizzy Dugong all
Corner
topless buffet
hit.
and pest
As
control.
always, greatly appreciated.
Usually, Margarita would
Until
hold
next
up a
time.
second, smaller
peaceful
sign. My
Corner
sign
hit.
spinner would spin a sign saying, 2-for-1 drinks all night. And the chimp would
Corner
spin one
hit.
saying,
Welcome
trust
to today's
us,
guided
you're gonna
meditation
need
session.
them.
I'm so
And I
glad you're
guess
here.
they got into a spin.
Corner
And
hit.
then
Guiding you
Margarita
towards
got mad and
the
just,
tales. I invite you to
Corner
take a position,
hit.
be it in a chair,
Topless don't mean
on the floor,
faceless.
or on a
I
cushion.
don't care who you are.
Be sure to sit up straight.
But anyway, the coast was clear. The cops were busy trying to
Corner
find out how
hit.
to after the
I
chimp.
invite you to place both
So
feet
I
firmly
crawled
on the
into
ground.
the Megalodon.
Corner hit.
Cushions. I encourage you to
That's
position
what I
yourself.
saw.
Critical hit.
Glass
few
shark's
more seconds
glossy,
to find the position
massive
that's right
jaws
for you.
would change
Corner
the entire
hit.
course of the investigation.
Ready?
In the shark's
begin.
mouth.
Corner hit.
Purple
Critical hit. Critical
Mirabel
hit.
only ever wore a
Let's start
silver
by
secret.
Critical corner hit.
100 pounds soaking wet.
You've got
How could I
mail.
possibly murder Mirabel?
You've got
Carry
mail.
her
breathe in for
through
corner.
the Megalodon
Hit.
Mega Twister's surrounding fences and then raise her up into the shark's mouth.
Corner.
That was
Hit.
about 30 feet above the ground, honeydew. I could never do it.
Corner.
Kill her
Hit.
anyway.
You've got mail.
Release your breath.
Corner
With a
hit.
comfortable sigh for 6
Please.
counts. Ready?
I asked Jared about this. How could Jessalyn, or anyone for that matter, have
Critical
lifted
hit.
Mirabel Diaz
Now,
into the
let's do that
jaws
again.
of the giant
Breathe in.
megalodon?
1, 2,
As it turns
3.
out, his
And hold.
investigation
1,
produced
2,
an interesting
3.
theory.
And now gently breathe
Well,
out with
that's
the
just the
sigh.
thing. Jessalyn didn't put her there. The orcas did.
One last time. Focus on the breath. How it feels filling your lungs, and how it feels flowing out back into the world.
I've drawn enough
always
muscular
stillness
orcas with
to be found
bazookas to know they are incredibly strong. And I know that the orca tank is close enough to the water slide that an enterprising orca could conceivably flip a body through the air in such a way that it lands, you guessed it, right in the shark's
Now
mouth.
that you've begun to relax,
And I
let's
know this
continue
is
to bring
not
your
only
focus further
possible.